We have 7 natural wonders right here in the state of Massachusetts. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Swierk and I'm a local real estate expert right here in the state of Massachusetts with the Legacy Star team powered by Keller Williams Realty. Now, if this is the first time you checked out our channel, welcome. We talk everything about Massachusetts, whether it's eating, sleeping, drinking, or some of the natural wonders that we have right here in our state. So you have lots of questions, we have lots of answers. Reach out to us any way you feel possible. We'll get back to you as quick as we can. You definitely want to hit the subscribe button and click that little bell so every time we make a new video, you're going to be notified. So one thing you always have to remember when it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back. All right, so today's video, this is a pretty fun one. It was interesting because as I was doing some research and trying to come up with something different, I stumbled across Melissa Mahoney writes for a website called Only in Your State. And she had brought this idea up of 7 natural wonders that we have in Massachusetts. And I said, oh my gosh, like I've been to a couple of those. What a great article. I'd love to, push that out and let people understand we have some pretty cool things here in the state of Massachusetts. So the first one we're going to bring up is the Brewster Tidal Flats. This is down in Cape Cod. We're going to be all over the state, by the way, but this is down in Cape Cod. This is an amazing area. It runs for 10 miles as far as the coast is concerned. It actually goes out when it's low tide, it goes all the way out a mile back into the ocean. And so what's really cool about it is that when you have this water that recedes, there's all kinds of sandbars that are there. You're going to see clam beds. There's going to be all kinds of sea life. So it's really cool. And what's really mesmerizing is the ripple effect that happens from the ocean as it comes up and back. You definitely got to go check this out. This is a heavy visual video, and we're going to give you some snippets of things, but you got to come here and check out some of these places. It's fascinating. Another place we're going to stay is down towards the Cape on Provincetown. Provincetown land dunes. This is just, there's a couple places in this video or that we're going to identify in this video that just seems like it's a whole nother planet. And of course, like when it comes to sand dunes, there's going to be, you get this desert feel, but this is not the desert by any means. So the cool thing about down here as far as the sand dunes are concerned, there's all these little shacks. There's 19 of them in total, and the shacks at one point in time, most of them are owned by the National Park Forest that maintains them. There's 18 out of 19 of them are run by the National Park Service. But there's been a lot of local artists there. You can see local drawings that have the shacks in them. So it's pretty cool. A lot of them were built back in 1920, so there's a lot of history there. And this is, the other thing that's really cool is that there's a bike kind of jogging trail. It's 5.5 miles, and it's gonna go through some, you'll go through the dunes, there's gonna be some ponds, you're gonna see cranberry bogs, so there's a lot of stuff to see when you go through here. Definitely another really cool another cool place to go check out. The third place we're gonna bring up, this is absolutely one of those ones when you go here, you're like, where am I? It's not the Red Rock Formation that's out in Utah and going into New Mexico and Arizona, but we have this place out in Sherburne Falls, which is out towards the central part of the state. And they have this place called the glacial potholes. So really like 14,000 years ago, as the glaciers had moved across the state, the country, wherever, however the whole earth got created, there was these really interesting formations that look like potholes. And it's one of those things, the way that they're set up and the different formations, I mean, you could get lost for a long time just staring at some of these formations. So that's a really cool place to go check out. It's free to go, kind of wander around. So definitely, it's a little bit further away from Boston. We don't always talk Boston, but definitely if you're here, you have the opportunity, definitely go to Sherburne Falls and check out the glacial potholes. The next place we're going to bring up is, it used to be called Gay Head. This was actually out in Martha's Vineyard. There was an Indian tribe out there that's, the Aquanaut Indians, they're Wampanoags. This cliff, I mean, it is just unbelievable. When you go up there, the panoramic views that you can see all around, I mean, it is just stunning. If you're into lighthouses, there's a big, like, nice red brick lighthouse as well. And you can, go down to the bottom, you'll be mesmerized looking up at all this different type of, red clay. So not like the red rock, down in the Southwest, but we just got this really, interesting colors here. And there's this really cool little heritage exhibit as well. And that is more about the Indian tribe that's there to give you a little bit of background, kind of how they lived, the whole spirit of the tribe. And there's also some shops there that you can support local artists. They have clothing, jewelry, all the different types of things. So bring some cash, go support the locals. Again, shop local. This is super local. So here's another awesome place that's associated with the Cape. So, if you're thinking about coming to Massachusetts for a Cape vacation, holy moly, like, you need a couple weeks because there's so much that's in the Cape and then off the Cape. We're not doing a Cape Cod video, but some of these places are from the Cape. All right, now we're going back out to the western part of the state. You would think all this stuff is out in the west, where everything hasn't been developed. Yes, things have been developed out there. But North Adams has this awesome place called the Natural Bridge State Park. And it's like 48 acres of land. Some of these structures, or not even structures, but some of these formations, over 550 million years old as far as the bedrock that they've tested, and a lot of this has been formed over 13,000 years ago. And so it's got the only white marble arch that's in the country. So that's pretty cool that we have that here. I keep brought up the South a couple times. I went to Arches National Park, really, really cool place. This is not like that, but to have a marble, kind of bridge, that's really cool. There's also an abandoned marble quarry, and then there's also the only man-made white marble dam. That's the only one that's in North America as well. So this is another place, just kind of checking this out, looking at it, mesmerized of how did this even come to formation. So that's a really, really cool place as well. All right, the next place we're going to bring up is definitely a little more, near and dear to my heart. Growing up as a kid, we had these. We had these, but we didn't really have access to them. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Boston Harbor Islands. So there's actually 34 little islands that are in Boston Harbor. And what's really cool, this year, they're celebrating their 25th anniversary as a national park and 50th anniversary as a state park. Now, this is, this is, again, when you are in Boston proper or in the city and you take a ferry over to these islands, it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world. And if you've seen in other videos, I love the fact if you have the opportunity to go see the Boston skyline, especially at nighttime, from the water, it just is a whole different view. And I was a kid growing up in the city for a long time, never had been on the water, not, kind of looking at it there. And the first time I saw Boston, all lit up, I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. I'm like, I can't believe that's my city. Wow, I haven't been here. So what's awesome, as I jump up and down, what's awesome is because of this big celebration that they're having, these big, not landmark, but these big dates as far as, would you call them landmarks? They're not landmarks. They're just, I can't think of the name, but the 25th anniversary, the impactful anniversaries. That's not what I was looking for, but I'll say that. But they have all kinds of things going on. One of the bigger islands, Spectacle Islands, they have a couple things. They have clam bakes going on there. They have these, you can see the stars with these summer nights. There's another place, Petix Island, and they actually have nighttime camping so you can see the stars. And again, away from all the light pollution or the background lights of the city. Whoa, I mean, it's awesome. Not like the Southwest I keep bringing back to. I used to live there. I saw that. That was, you want to talk about starry skies. Holy. But, this is really impressive. But they have, yoga on some of the beaches. They're practicing Tai Chi. They're doing forest therapy on a couple of the islands. There's all kinds of food and music associated with it. They have a vintage baseball going on George's Island. That was probably one of the most well-known ones that I knew as a kid. So, like I said, they've only been celebrated as 25 years as far as a national park for people really coming in there and having that ferry service come back and forth. So you can definitely spend at least a day going from place to place, checking it out. realistically, you need a couple days. Some of the islands aren't huge, but just to get around, explore a little bit, learn about the history. And then also part of that, it's not an actual island, but Castle Island, that's a big fort that I think we brought up in a different video. So Google Castle Island, that's a really good place as well. Now, the last place on our list, Purgatory Chasm. Purgatory Chasm is in Sutton, more towards, not Western Mass, but kind of Central Mass, not mid Mass. We don't have that. We have Central Mass. So Central Mass, this is cool. This is absolutely another one of those that you're looking like, what is this? Nothing like the Grand Canyon, little chasm, right? But it's 100 acres. And there is so many different, there's trails that run through the whole place. There's so many different rock formations you can stop and check out. There's the chasm itself you can get down and climb. So, there's so many things to do. You can go check out, there's two, like a couple places that they like to identify is, there's the cabin, not the cabin, there's the coffin, there's the corn crib, and then, Lover's Peak or something like that. So those are some of the well-known ones, but definitely go check that out. You can't go in the chasm during the winter because it's slippery, but like I said, there's different trails. So you can, when it's wintertime, there is some cross-country skiing. There's all kinds of hiking. They have educational programs. Of course, there's rock climbing. You can grill. There's picnic areas, playgrounds. There's a visitor center, so there's restrooms, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is another one of those places. Definitely, you go there and you're like, I can't believe I'm in Massachusetts, but you got to go check it out. All right, so we just want to talk about, like I said, I found this awesome article from Melissa Mahoney. I said I want to share this to our people that are checking out the state. If you're coming here to live, you're looking to relocate, you're looking to just ask some questions, or you're coming on vacation, definitely reach out to us. We'll get back to you as quick as we can. We have a lot of people reaching out. You can email us. You take your pick. We'll get back in touch with you. We love the support of the channel. Thank you for watching us. Just remember, all your questions, all our answers, when it comes to Massachusetts, one thing you just have to remember, we've always got your back.